Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island USA Season 5, Episode 6. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. This episode is going to be edited a little bit different, and in about 48 hours, we'll get back to how it normally is. I'm just going to do it like a little skim, like a little quick run through. It won't be as intricate of an edit as we're used to here, but it's totally fine. Okay. So after the recoupling, the guys talk about how hard it was, but I love that Harrison's first instinct was to check in with Destiny, and he did it twice. And Marco's face, Marco was livid at the fact that Destiny was still in the villa. Some of you guys told me that I missed the part in the previous episode of Marco trying to convince Harrison to get rid of her. I totally missed that, but clearly his agenda is very evident in his disdain for Destiny being here. Sucks to suck, doesn't it, Marco? Moving on. Cassie is playing in Birdie's face, okay? She's making it seem like there's potential between them, and I'm just like, what is the end goal for this? Like, I know you want a lifeline in the villa, but it's not going to look good for the general public if you are faking a connection with somebody that you very clearly are not interested in romantically. I think that they have a good friendship. I think that he would lean into it if Cassie was giving him the green light, but we know that she either wants Keenan or wants somebody else to come in the villa. She does not want Bergie at all. And even him, he wants Carmen, but he's not come to that decision quite yet. KK wishes that Cassie went home. Can't say that I disagree. And she says that if her type comes in, she'll give them a try. Now, Keenan is not very happy with that, but he says, especially considering what he just did with Cassie, he might not be happy about it, but he will give KK the space to explore other connections if other connections for her come into the villa. Carmen is making it clear to Victor that the hugging and the cuddling is too much for her right now, and it's been playing on his mind. He brings it up pretty often, and she's thinking, okay, if you told me you were okay with it, but you constantly bring it up, clearly you're not okay with it. With them, I would say, oof, I don't know. I mean, he commended her on the honesty regarding love languages and stuff, and maybe he needs to now communicate his own love languages, and then they'll realize we don't speak the same language, and maybe it's best that we go our separate ways, because now this, like, I can't even call it a grudge, but this contempt that, Victor is holding against Carmen is kind of weird. Like, it's very weird energy, if you ask me. In the morning, Cassie felt like she was getting too much affection from Bergie because the cuddling was a little bit OD. But then Carmen is feeling like she wasn't getting enough affection. And apparently the night before, she had had a conversation with Bergie, and he told her that he was going to bring her coffee. He did not bring her coffee. However, he brought Cassie coffee. And this is where I'm starting to think, hold on a minute. She liked this man for real. And it's not as if like she's in, how do I even say this? I don't want to make it seem like conventionally beautiful people cannot go for the quirky guy, that quirky person. It's just not something I'm used to seeing. And she even later on says, I know that some people don't think that it's serious between me and Bergie, but I genuinely do get along very well with him. They share the similar upbringing. They want similar outcomes from this dating process. So, hey, she gonna make a believer out of me because wow, that just blew my mind. In the challenge, we got a few things going on here. Hannah would like Harrison to ruin her after Marco. I mean, like Marco would play second. Oh gosh, if Marco wasn't available, she would pick Harrison. Okay. Anna said Destiny is too flirty with the guys. Destiny snaked Hannah because of Marco, and she thinks that the guy who's two-faced is Marco. The way that Harrison, though, took charge with Destiny through the quicksand or whatever that was at the waterfall, I was like, wait a minute now. Let me cool off with the jokes and the diamond dealer because, wow, I liked it very much. Cassie thinks that Keenan needs to be rescued from his relationship, and he's acting dumb as if he hasn't been exchanging googly eyes with her. KK played into the googly eyes joke, and he really, I don't know, like he really was catching feelings about it, but the girls thought it was funny. Carmen snaked Hannah as a joke, but she didn't take that well. Carmen thinks that Bergie's heart is elsewhere and actually chose him to kiss, which pissed off Victor. I, I, yeah, she likes him for real. She likes him for real, y'all. Okay, all right. So Hannah genuinely feels betrayed by Destiny and Carmen because Carmen is the girl that she came in with, and that's her closest friend in the villa so far. And then with Destiny, although they were vying for the same man at one point, technically, she thought that they had started to build a rapport. And so for her to do that, it kind of felt like a step back. But apologies were exchanged. It was definitely a misunderstanding. Not quite sure why Hannah took it deeper than it was meant to be. But everybody says the Love Island Villa is a lot more intense than it seems. So we'll just chalk it up to that. Keenan is throwing a fit, honey. He's throwing a fit after the challenge because he thinks that Cassie thinks he's pining over her. And so the issue is not the fact that they exchange looks back and forth, but he says while he's in a couple, he doesn't want it to seem like he's feeding for another girl. But he kind of is. So I feel like a hit dog hollers and this hick dog hollered. That's all I'm going to say. Victor feels like an idiot because he's been going at Carmen's pace. However, now he feels embarrassed in the challenge. And, you know, later on, Carmen does say, I don't understand why you're not hearing what I'm saying when I say that Bergie is an equal contender in this, you know, race for my love. I think the whole villa just thinks this is a pity situation. So the fact that Carmen is actually serious about Bergie is taking people off guard. You know what I mean? Later on, he's then, you know, cussing her out. He's not really cussing her out, but he's very like upset about the situation. And then Carmen gets upset because he's upset with her and Hannah's upset with her. It was just a whole lot, right? But I think that Victor's annoyance is a culmination of the fact that he thought he would be first and now he's playing second. And the fact that he's playing second to Bergie, I know adds salt to the wound. I know it does. I know it does. Everybody plays up this whole, oh, Bergie, we love you. Oh, Bergie, you're our bestie. Oh, Bergie, Bergie, Bergie. Wait until you lose your girl to Bergie. That's gonna be a different feeling. Okay. Cassie explains herself to Keenan. I feel like there was nothing to apologize for, to be honest. He is as emo as she is, and he takes things to heart more than I thought he would. This is a very emotionally unstable cast, guys. I'm worried. I'm concerned. Okay. I think that's the end of it. Oh, Cassie was getting a little bit irritated with Bergie because he was raving about his connection with Carmen. And I'm just like, girl, again, why are you playing in his face? We know you don't want him. We know you don't want him. You just want a ticket in the villa, and he's your easiest way to stay in here right now. The preview for tomorrow night is going to show Carmen and Bergie kissing outside of a challenge. Wow. Wow. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm shook, but let's go with it. There's also a woman from Vanderpump Rules. And it's so funny because I think a few months ago I was doing a live and you guys were trying to get me to talk about or watch Vanderpump Rules. This is the closest we're going to get. Okay? I ain't gonna watch that show. I have no desire to watch that show, but we're gonna see what this lady is doing. Until then, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.